get started, guys, and as usual I will leave all the ingredients in the description box down below. Now we're gonna get started by adding our meat into the pot. I did go ahead and preheat my pot so it's a little bit hot. I'm gonna place all my meat in there. And then you want to go ahead and add your garlic, ginger and onion. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my favorite herb of all time, guys, some thyme. At this point you can use whatever herbs that you have, but I do recommend that you use thyme because honey, yeah, is the girl she thinks she is. And then finally I'm going to add some salt, but hold back a little bit on the salt because at the later stage we're going to add our spices, and we know that spices have salt as well, so we don't want to overwhelm the dish. Stir those together, honey, to combine. And then add some hot water into the pot to cover the meat. We're going to let this simmer for about 2 hours, so you need quite a bit of water to make sure that your beef is very tender. And each time you feel like you need a little bit of more water whilst the beef is simmering, you can go ahead and add more water. If you want to go ahead and use your beef stock or whatever stock that you would like to use, you can go ahead and use that. Once your beef starts simmering like this, you can go ahead and close the pot and let it simmer on medium-high heat for about 1 hour 30 minutes. After 1 hour 30 minutes, this is how it looks. I did have to add a little bit of water in between the cooking. Not a lot, just a little. As you can see, the meat is already tender. It's falling off the bone. It's so good. The water has reduced significantly, and it just created this beautiful, oily kind of, you know, reduced gorgeousness. And the smell from the thyme is absolutely gorgeous. Now that my meat is tender, I'm gonna go ahead and add some oil to fry it up a little bit. I do like my meat a little, you know, on the golden, you know, fried, sauteed side. If you get it, you get it, right? Add just a little bit, about a tablespoon of oil, because you don't need a lot of oil. The meat has already released its own oil from the fat. It's also recommended that you use a little bit of some fatty beef cuts, so that once it has boiled down, you can also see a little bit of those oil in there. I'm gonna go ahead and add the rest of my onion in there, and then stir it up to cook for about 2 minutes. I'm going to proceed by adding half a beef stock cube. And then for my spices, I'm going to use barbecue spice and Zanzi's favorite 6-gun grill spice. I'm also going to add these 2 sachets of tomato sauce from the KFC brand, because I did not have any tomato sauce in the house. I also did not have any tomato paste, and these are the only ones I could find available in the cupboard, so I use that. I do recommend that you can try to use the Wellington's tomato sauce. You know guys, that is my favorite thing to cook with in the kitchen. It is so flavorful, so jam-packed with flavor, and it's going to give your stew such a beautiful sweet caramel, tangy, oh amazingness. If you do like to add some tomato paste, you can do that. Because it's concentrated, you can go ahead and add a little bit of sugar as well, or you can use canned tomatoes or freshly grated tomatoes. It's all up to you, but I do recommend that you use either tomato sauce or tomato paste. I'm going to stir those beautiful flavors together. At this point, the flavors are marinating, the beef is frying so beautifully, and those spices will just complement it. Not because you've already salted your beef at the beginning, it's very flavorful inside. The spices are just going to complement. Oh honey, oh honey. Now at this point you want to keep a close eye to the pot, because you just want to saute the spices to cook and marinate, gel well with the meat. So for about 4 to 5 minutes should be done, just to cook off the spices, because the meat is already cooked and delicious. So yeah, at this point I'm going to add just a little bit of some hot water again, because I wanted a little bit of some gravy. So you can go ahead and add your packet soup, but I really don't like adding packet soup unless it's absolutely necessary, okay, for the dish that I am trying to make. Otherwise you can use a mixture of some water and a flour or corn flour, just a little bit, to thicken it and give it a very rich sauce as well. If you want to go with the vibe of the packet soup, you can just make some flour, some seasonings of your choice and herbs, add some water, and you have your homemade soup powder basically. Okay guys, let's taste. Oh baby. Ooh. Okay, the pop is still hot, man. The meat is so tender. Falls apart in your hand. A simple way of making beef stew on a lazy day. You don't want to put in too much. You don't want to work too much. Just, oh babe. Honey. The best. That's it for now guys. I hope you try the recipe. Please like the video, comment down below and show me some love, and I'll show you back some love. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next one.